The Annotate Draw function is a useful way to communicate through the map with text and graphics. Think of it like a shared bulletin board. Instead of having to take screenshots, then mark up the image and email it to a coworker or team member, you can add annotations and then securely share this using user views, all directly in GeoViewer. Annotate is only available for the desktop environment. When adding annotations, it's easiest to zoom in to your desired area first before adding the annotation. You can find the annotation function under the Map View menu in GeoViewer. You are able to add points, text, straight lines, freehand lines, polygons with straight sides, freehand polygons, circles, rectangles, and arrows. Adding annotations makes it easy for you to visually share information about a location of interest. For example, if you needed to highlight hydro towers that required service to send to your field team, you could do so by placing point annotations on the towers and adding text to the map. To do so, select the point annotation option in the menu, then define the point style, size, color, and transparency. For transparency, the further the slider is to the left, the more transparent it will be. Then do the same with the outline, specifying its style, size, color, and transparency. Click on the map to place the point annotation on the towers you need to highlight. You can change the settings of the point annotation after placing it on the map so long as the point remains selected. To write on the map, add a text annotation. To do so, select the text option in the menu and type your text here. Then define its size, font, color, whether it is in bold, italics, or underlined, and then the background fill color. Once done, click on the map where you would like the text to appear. You can make any edits to the text by typing directly in the text field. You can also make multi-line text by using the Enter key to create a new line within the text field. If you would like to eliminate the background fill color, set the fill transparency to 0. Let's say you need to draw a line to define a proposed property severance. You could use the line annotation for this. When drawing a line, you have two options, a line with straight sides or a freehand line. To draw a regular line, place your mouse at the start of the line and click and move to create a straight line. Each click creates a new vertex. Double-click to end the line. To draw a freehand line, place your mouse at the start of the line and click and move to create that line. Release the mouse button to end the line. To highlight a specific area on the map, use the polygon, freehand polygon, circle, or rectangle annotations. For example, if you wanted to highlight a property that was being acquired, you could use a polygon to highlight the border of the property. To do so, select the polygon option from the menu, then define the type, color, and transparency of the inside of the shape. Then the style, size, color, and transparency of its outline. Draw the polygon by placing the mouse at one of the corners of the area you wish to highlight, and then move along the perimeter of the property. Every click creates a new vertex. Double-click to end the polygon. If the property could not be contained in straight lines, you could use the freehand polygon option. To do so, click where the polygon begins and hold down the mouse as you move to draw the polygon. Release the mouse button to complete the drawing.
For highlighting an area or feature on the map quickly, you can use the circle or rectangle annotation. Drawing circles and rectangles are similar to polygons, where you must click and hold to create the shape. For instance, if you wanted to show all the buildings that require servicing in an area, use the circle or rectangle to identify the building and share it with your service provider.
If you need to point at a specific feature on the map or highlight how to access a property, you can use the arrow annotation. Arrows work similarly to line annotations. Select the type, size, and color of the arrow. Place your mouse at the start of the arrow and click and move to create a straight arrow. With each click, you end the arrow and begin a new one. Double-click to end each sequence of arrows. After you have drawn your annotations, you can select them using the Select key and then clicking on the annotation. You can then make any edits, dragging them to different locations, resize them, or rotate them using the circular arrow. If you need to undo or redo a change, you can use the Undo or Redo arrows right here. If you want to clear annotations, you can select the annotation of choice and then click the X icon to delete them one at a time. You can clear all the annotations on the map by selecting the broom icon here. If you want to hide your annotations from the map view, you can unselect this checkbox. Reselect it to make them visible again. Lastly, you have the ability to save your annotations for future use or to share with other users. Select the Save icon, and the User Views menu will appear. User Views allows you to save your annotations in the specific map view that is present on your screen, as well as share these views with other users in your topic. You can treat the User Views as an online whiteboard, sharing ideas, notes, and information with others, as well as adding and editing other users' notes. To add a user view, add a name, an expiry date, and a description if desired. The expiry date is set by default for 1 year from the current date. Select Add, and you will now see your user view in the list above. So in the future, when you're using GeoViewer, you can open User Views, select your user view, and then the map will zoom to your saved annotations. The annotations you add are not shared or seen by others unless specified. You can delete, copy, or share your user view. When you select Share, a new window will be displayed with a list of GeoViewer users who also have access to this topic. You can share the user view with one or more users by clicking on the checkbox next to their name, or share with all users by clicking the Select All boxes. You can also give them access to update or delete the user view by selecting the correlated checkboxes. Click the Share button once the user selection step is complete, and the individuals who you shared the view with will be notified on their GeoViewer account. This is a great way to work collaboratively on the map.